Was it a year ago already?
Mid-year, maybe?
Do I have the email?
Okay, we are live on Facebook. Let me share it.
There's no email.
Search for Music Bliss. That's where you got it, right?
Right. Oh wow, it's been more than a year. Got it in. Is WhatsApp using? Okay, no, it's correct. November. I got it in November 2020.
Oh,
Wow, it's been more than a year. It's crazy.
so what do you think of your microphone so far?
Oh, the reason I brought it up because I was thinking of like upgrading.
Okay. What?
Yeah. So I was like trying to see like how long have I been using it
Uh-huh.
to justify like, oh, is it like time to upgrade?
But I don't. But microphones don't work like the way like computers do. It's not
No,
like
but I mean like I use it
technology is to
for.
improve that much.
No, but if I use it for like let's say like half a year,
Mhm.
then I'd be like, oh, no need to spend again. But if like I mean using it for like a year or so, then maybe it's like, oh, maybe it's time to upgrade my gear. I mean, George got a new mic, you know.
Uh-huh.
I know.
You got a new mic too.
Yeah, but mine's a shitty. It's like a
So I was
a
thinking maybe I should
vanity
get
upgrade.
one too.
Oh, cause I
Yeah.
mean, well, I got different mics for a different reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I was like watching all the reviews, then I was like testing my mic, and then I realized like, oh, I mean, it sounds okay. It doesn't sound like the best.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I
also,
mean,
it's like not good for. It's not very good for recording like keyboard stuff too.
It's fine for keyboard stuff.
I don't know. I don't like the sound. Like it picks up a lot of like background noise.
Oh, that one you have to like use effects and whatnot to get rid of it in processing.
Oh,
Every mic will pick up background noise, dude. Like even this one, so I have to use like noise cancellation and stuff. If not, you hear like a lot of ambient sound because my room is not that quiet. Yeah.
Well, I'm all for getting new gear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
I
don't
mean,
have to justify it.
Yeah.
You can get new gear if you want.
No, I'm justifying to myself. You know.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to justify it to us. But yeah, but also won't work miracles apparently. But I think that's why like getting one that's aesthetically better in a way is more amusing than getting one that actually works better because then you get into processing territory and all of that anyway.
I mean, it doesn't have to be like mutually exclusive.
Yeah, but yeah, like George looks extra nice, and I remember I was also very tempted. But then you get into DCs and whatnot, and I'm like, too much gear. I was reading an article, I think it was in Wired or something, maybe in the New Yorker, about how this guy realized that at some point you're just getting stuff for your stuff. Like, and it's like a infinite fractal of supply chain and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you buy a phone and you buy a screen protector, you buy a case, you buy a charger.
The worst part is like when you change phones, you can't like use back most of the old like accessories.
Exactly. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know now they make like a DAC that's MagSafe for the iPhone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you can use fancy headphones with it.
Oh, that's pretty
wireless?
Cool. I think so, because yeah, it just sticks onto your. Well, I don't know. Maybe it has like another hidden cable or something. Because yeah, you're right. It wouldn't. How well would that work?
Maybe it's wired, but like it just attaches via MagSafe, so you don't have to like, figure out how to carry it.
Yeah. Let me see here. I linked it to Lewis.
Well, that's cool. If you just like put it on the back of your phone and then it works.
Yeah.
Wait, but iPhone has a port, right?
Yeah, Lightning lah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess it would make use of that.
Well, I mean the rumors are
Yeah.
saying Apple's like
Oh.
testing a portless iPhone.
Do you think that will work?
Are
we ready
I don't know.
for
I mean, if
portless
people are
phones
like
yet?
forced, if people are forced into using it, you know, like when they drop the headphone thing, and then like people were like bitching, but then eventually, like now, I think like only a minority cares about it. Yeah.
No, well, I guess that's what iPhones are. People still bitch about no headphones for Android phones.
Yeah, I mean, like people like whenever Apple launches new iPhone, people are like bitching like, "Oh, the battery is so terrible," but then they still buy anyway, you know.
Yeah.
And they're like,
You mean
"What?
us?
It's more expensive now," and they buy anyway. I mean, I know what I'm getting into, you know, when I buy it. Like, I just like it overall. Obviously, like it's not the perfect phone, but it's overall it's good enough for me, you know. So.
Oh.
Anyway, I don't think there is a perfect phone. There's always going to be like things that you wish the phone could do better.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So.
Like everything. Like just now, Edmund was talking to me. He said he has a date coming up right this week, and then he was saying. So I asked him like how are things with that girl, and then he's like, oh yeah, you know, conversation's good, blah blah, blah and all that.
Are we talking about his personal life in a public forum?
It's okay. I don't think.
Mr. E.
Mr. E. Yeah. No one's watching our stream yet. Anyway.
No, why we were really famous one day, and then like people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna binge their whole catalog."
Yeah. Well, tell us when you do. Just leave a comment in the YouTube board. Anyway,
Who's watching this? Who's watching this in 2025?
2025, exactly.
he was saying like oh, you know, if things work out well with this girl, then like I like well, he was saying something like, oh, I don't know if I should settle down, and like if I do, like I'm gonna miss out on the like better or hotter girls out there. Like, you know, there's always gonna be something better or someone better out there. You know, that's why it's like called settling, and it's like I guess up to you lah. You know, whether you want to settle or keep on searching. I mean,
settling also like could be a good thing. You know, like,
yeah, no, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Like now my stomach's like a bit upset. So when it settles, it's a good thing. You know, I'll be quite happy when it settles.
Yeah. I mean, like it applies to like everything in life, right? Like your job or your car or your house. There's always going to be something better out there, and like it's up to you whether you want to go get that or not.
And I feel like the analogy kind of falls apart because like a house or a car, like sure, like you might get more money in the future and you can buy a better one. But the problem that Mr. E is not realizing is that as a human being, that person he's also aging and not getting any better. So it's like you're also on the decline.
But it is like the car analogy, right? Like the older the car, the less people want it.
Depends on the car. Some cars.
So both cars are.
Well, true, but I don't think Mr. E is classic.
Well, because like very few, like unfortunately, like very few people get to be classic. And like, if you think about it, right? It's like what, like Sean Connery. That's what it jumps into my
George Clooney.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. George Clooney type people who never settles. Actually, now that you think about it, and then like
I mean, there's a few
for women.
Yeah,
for women it's even worse, right? Like women are rarely considered better, and you know, like Meryl Streep or someone, or Helen Mirren or something like that. But the thing is, they were also really hot when they were young, so it's not like they got better as they aged. It's more like they maintained.
I guess you would say like they look good for their age.
Yeah. Amazing for their age. Oh yeah, like Keanu Reeves or something. Someone who's like just immortal. Yeah. But yes, men do have an advantage, I think, because I think like there's women who like older guys, and there's just very few guys who like I want an older woman. Like that's just so rare.
That's true.
I guess it depends, right? If you're like 16 and you're like, oh, I want an 18-year-old woman, then it's fine, right?
Yeah.
But
like
it's different when
mom.
you're like 50 and you're like, oh, I want a 70-year-old.
Yeah.
No, but I guess if the woman like ages like Marissa Tomei, then it's okay.
Yeah, again, like these are like exceptions to the rule, and guilt is a category, but a niche one, that kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
So in that way, yes, like Mr. E has, because of being a man, does have some advantage.
Yeah, fair enough.
But then, but then he'll always be chasing something better.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the one plus slogan, never settle.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. No, but shit, I lost my thought. Never mind. Continue.
I'm sure it was a good one. What do you think happens when you lose your thought? What happened in your brain?
Someone else gets your thought.
Yeah, someone else gets it. I was just listening to a podcast,
we're like a hive mind,
the other day, about brain, and like people, like it's, I'll say like common knowledge that's shared that left brain controls like emotions and right brain controls whatever, right? It's actually like more complicated than that, but like it's been so ingrained in like pop culture, pop science, and like spread around so much that like nobody like bothers trying to correct people about it. Yeah, so like your brains actually work together, and it's not so like straightforward that like where you have one side just focusing on one thing.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. So I learned an interesting thing. They said
one side of my brain shuts off.
said some people with like epilepsy, they severed the connection between left and right side of the brain, and it helped them.
Yes.
And they can still function and live normally. I thought that was pretty interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I think your left side focuses more on the details, while the right side looks at the big picture. So they did experiments like people who suffered strokes on either side of the brain, and they realized like they had some difficulties like coming to making decisions or like giving expected answers. For example, like making moral decisions, or even understanding subtext. Like let's say I say, oh, it's a bit chilly here, and then like a guy, if you understand what I mean, you're like, oh, okay, should I turn the AC down, or do you want a jacket, or what, right? But if you don't have I think, if you don't have the bigger picture, you'll be like, oh, why are you telling me this useless information? Yeah. So stuff like that is pretty interesting. But I'm not a neuroscientist, so I can't speak about it scientifically. But like hearing smart people talk about it was an interesting thing. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like you already know just as much as like what we learned in neuroscience class, unless you happen to study epilepsy or you happen to study left brain, right brain stuff. Like, there's actually like very few people in the world who like go beyond that depth anyway. Yeah, so it's cool. I feel like you're very good about like listening to Hidden Brain and
it's
like,
such a good podcast.
Being up on the latest science. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, because now I'm back to driving again, so I listen to podcasts a lot more compared to when I was staying home. Yeah, like when I'm at home, I don't feel like listening to podcasts, because I could be doing so many other things.
Same.
Yeah, when I'm driving, I have like free space to listen while I'm just focusing on the road.
Like I feel like my Apple Music subscription is only used when I'm in the car. like sometimes when I'm driving, then I put on like my playlist.
Yeah.
And I'm like, like, man, these songs are so good,
Yeah.
Well, I should listen to it at home, like with better speakers.
Yeah.
When I get home, then I'm like, nah. I don't know. I think partly also it's like iTunes for Windows is like super clunky. It's like not a very nice experience.
That's how they sell Macs.
Yeah, so like for Mac, they actually split up iTunes into like different separate apps.
Yeah.
So you have like a dedicated music app. I think there's a dedicated podcast app too. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I use Spotify on my Mac.
All right. Yeah, so like, it's such a lightweight experience. Like I feel like it'd be nicer to use.
Oh, one thing I noticed it sucks on the Mac is the Spotify app drains a lot of battery.
It's not native M1, is it?
It is M1, but still in beta, I guess. I don't know.
All right.
But, yeah. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm playing music through Bluetooth speakers. I mean, Bluetooth headset. It's draining the battery. Might be that instead. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because I've been reviewing some headphones, right? And one of them is wireless, and so it's been my daily driver when I'm not at home. And I noticed
which one are you testing?
It's Armageddon. It's just Singaporean brand. Just some budget. So
those types.
Budget wireless.
Oh, it's got
headphones.
RGB.
Oh,
this case.
That's cool.
Yeah. So the lights light up while it's charging, and then like the indicator will tell you. So now it's green. That means it's there's still like a good amount of battery charge left. So you charge the headphones by putting them in the case, right? So the case like stores 20 hours, and then the headset, the earbuds themselves, 8 hours battery life. So
it's really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
is this the first time you're?
No, this is second.
No, not you. Kristen.
No, I have like a pair of janky made in China.
Oh,
ones.
right. Oh, so you mean like it's good as in battery life?
Yeah, the battery life is really good.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like in concept, like it's really cool.
Oh no, I'm not that like really example. I don't even know.
So one problem I found with this case is when you're charging it, the lights just keep going. And I found out like the first night I tried charging it with the charger next to my bed, and the lights just went. I'm like, oh shit, this is terrible. So I had to hide it.
I was going to ask.
You should put that in your review.
Yeah, I did mention it in the review.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was surprised by the quality of the microphone though, because it's like just in your ears, right? So like the mics are so far from your mouth. But it has good noise cancellation and can pick up your voice pretty well. Yeah, it's not amazing, but I was just like surprised at how decent of a job it did.
You should use it for the podcast today.
What, the headset?
Then we can all hear it too.
Oh right.
Then we could be sponsored.
Yeah.
Kind of like Raycons, you know.
Raycon. I haven't seen like people talk about Raycons in a while.
Oh, I like some YouTube channels I watch advertise for Raycons,
like still?
Matt Stoney. Yeah, Matt Stoney.
Oh, Matt Stoney. I didn't know he's still relevant.
Yeah, he's still eating, man.
Wow. Okay.
I mean,
I saw him in a Try Guy video like a while ago.
What's Try Guy? Oh, the BuzzFeed one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 4 versus 1 or something.
Didn't we literally talk about him trying to teach YouTubers and they were all unenthusiastic? And then we were all sad for him?
If we did, I forgot.
Oh, okay. What a memorable conversation. Yeah, he still does his eating. In fact, he's getting better. Like now he's like redoing some of his challenges when he was younger, and he could easily beat his old time now.
Okay.
So he is, speaking of aging like fine wine, Matt Stoney's eating abilities.
But the guy is so skinny too.
Yeah.
Like,
and then
I'm sure he pukes it out.
The Stoner brother.
His brother?
Yeah, he has a younger brother who does it with him sometimes.
Oh, I thought he's always like filming him, right? The brother.
I think
the brother
it's the
films
girlfriend.
Stoney. Oh, is it? I don't know. I mean, I haven't watched his videos in a long time. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then like the brother will also try, but then he's like really way above average, but obviously not Matt Stoney's level. But he's very game, and he'll just keep going and going, even though he's super slow, and he's just like super stoned the whole time. Or maybe that's just how he is, and we're just thinking that he's stoned.
Is Matt Stoney still like one of the best?
Yeah, I think like Joey Chestnut is always like slightly better, but he just doesn't like he's just
Oh,
the
never
best
heard of Joey
famous
Chester.
one. He usually wins the Nathan hot dog contest. Why do I know so much about this sport?
Oh, cool shirt, by the way. Your heart lifting.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is made by my friend.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's the same.
Hey, you
friend
won
who
it
makes the
before.
lifting shirts. Yes, I have. I have only so many. I'm planning to go shopping soon, but we'll see. But after Omicron blows over a little bit, I need new clothes.
Oh yeah.
For variety.
Like the
For
US,
Chinese New Year.
crazy, huh? That's.
Oh yeah, totally. And like I don't know. In fact I bought this. I bought the Q Health test. I haven't even like used it yet.
What is that?
But the idea is it's like a almost like PCR level accuracy, but from home. Yeah, so you buy this reader and then, like a box of things, and then you buy membership, and then you can get your own readings done at home.
Oh.
Yeah, but then, of course, this is like I bought this, and then like right after that, Biden announced that he's giving four free tests to everyone in America.
Yeah. I mean, have people
those, I think, are
like
rapid antigen tests.
started behaving differently due to the recent results? I mean.
Yeah, a lot of my friends are way more cautious again.
Mm.
Well, like unfortunately, like a lot of my friends got it. Like people that are pretty careful got it. And then also, yeah, like one of my friends, her boyfriend's dad is essentially in the hospital on a ventilator. So it's like just like suddenly it almost feels like March 2020 again, you know?
Yeah. Oh dear.
It's very tricky. Yeah.
But I mean, like, even if you're careful, it just takes someone else who's not. Yeah.
It just needs someone
It's the
else
worst
who's
part.
not responsible.
It's like cars, driving in cars, right? You can be the best, most careful driver in the world. Some other idiot can just smash you, you know?
Yeah.
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 And you can't do anything about that.
So. Yeah, so like I want friends to visit a new home and check it out, but I haven't. I've been like, here's some photos. Sorry, I just don't really dare. Especially friends with kids who can't even like get vaccinated, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Just do one of those like 360 videos. You have the iPhone, right?
Oh, I don't know why it didn't even occur to me to do that.
You can do that on Facebook.
I was thinking different corners and then trying to like.
You stand in the middle of your house and then turn around.
And then I could also be like, if you have an Oculus, you can experience my home.
Yeah.
Are the numbers quite high in your city?
Not my city in particular, but high enough where like I think indoor dining's a little awkward, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so like you know what's trending in the US right now? The KF94 type mask.
What
the
is
Korean type.
Oh right, yeah.
Let me
the Korean mask.
I bought some
KF94
but I think my face is too big. Like it doesn't fit so well.
Oh, what a Koreabo, which is what I've learned is the Korean version of Weeaboo.
Oh, the one with the extra
is that
flap
what it
on
stands
top.
For? But there is a website called Koreabo, I think. And they do a lot of like Korean news.
It's just like your weave, like for Korean stuff. Which is nothing wrong with that. I'm totally a weeaboo, so nothing wrong with being Koreaboo.
Yeah, there used to be a website. I think it's still around. It's called YesStyle. So they specialize a lot in like Korean, like Japanese, like fashion. You know, like things that you would see celebrities wear, and then like you can like buy lookalikes.
Isn't that like actually a really old printed magazine?
Wait, I'm not sure.
I feel
Wait,
like
yes.
or do they all always have these kind of weird names like Yes and like you know what I'm talking
Okay,
about?
it's not Yes in Style. It's called YesStyle.
YesStyle.
But I don't know what the
Yeah.
magazine you're talking about. Though. I've never heard about it.
Oh. You know, like the magazines you see in like Sungai Wang and like the magazine stand. That's like from Japan and stuff.
Or like when you go to like the
Usually they talk about
hairdresser.
fashion. Yeah.
Oh.
But this is the digital version. But yeah, like I was looking into the KF94 because I was like, oh yeah, like it's almost like I'm like, okay, I'm making like, you know, like lemonade of lemons, right? To be like, okay, well, if I'm gonna get a mask, I might as well get a fun, trendy one. But it's
Mm-hmm.
hard to find, like for me, it's harder for me to verify whether it's like real or a knockoff.
Oh, but I thought like the is it the FDA? Like they have a website, right, of a list of manufacturers that they know
Yeah,
produce
but I
like
just
the
don't
real
know
stuff.
on Amazon. They're all resellers, so it's hard for me to tell.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I know a good reseller online called Bonafide Mask that's used by everyone for KN95s and N95s. They just don't sell KF94s.
All right.
I think
Yeah,
of KFC when you
I
say
know.
KF.
I would
But
buy
I
and wear a KFC mask. I think
Yeah.
it's kind of like Buckethead, but for your face.
But like the
Bucket
thing with like
face.
the KF94 is like a lot of packaging I see online in Malaysia, like they try to
Mhm.
make it fun looking, you know.
My mask
Yeah.
is the
So like half the
best.
time I'm like,
Oh, oh, that is very cute.
Yeah.
Oh, how
oh
kawaii.
I know. Oh, and then I
yeah, so
got
like
this like strap,
Oh, you
silicone
have a little
strap.
strap.
Yeah,
Oh.
so the string doesn't hurt my ears.
does it work?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does. It's amazing.
I
I
have that
never
too, but
wear
I
without.
don't like use it.
Oh, I mean, it's only if
Because I didn't know how to put it on. Because now I see, oh, you actually like loop it around.
yeah. Like there's like little ridges. Then you just rope
Mm-hmm.
the end and you pull through. If you want it tighter, you just take it's like a belt,
Mm-hmm.
but for your
Mm-hmm.
head. Yeah, head belt. Yeah, it works. I have like some spares if you want, Sing. Yep. Let's see, I got 2 more.
Oh, yeah, you can
I'll
give
give
this
away
again.
one to a lucky viewer.
Oh yeah, lucky viewer.
No, I bought it from Shopee. It's like
Edmund's got it in the bag.
you get like 4 for $10 or something. Yeah, but yeah, I mean,
Don't disclose the
so
value. You should say like, oh yes, this is worth.
I've touched it, so it's worth 5 times more now.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
sign it too.
it's worth your
So it's
life.
unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one I have is not as like well designed, like because it's got that little teeth thing for the loops, but
Mhm.
it's like more loose. So like that's why I didn't like using it because I couldn't like loop it and have the loop stay on properly. But now I see that your design is better because it's like the hole is smaller, so it like sticks into the hole a little better.
Mhm. Oh, okay.
But recently I bought like 3M ones, and then they come with a little hook also.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh, 3M, the OG.
yeah,
OG.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like I trust them more
Yeah, I mean,
because like all those like I was saying just now, like the KF94s that are sold here,
mhm.
like they try to put like cute graphics on it.
Okay.
So like half the time I'm not sure like, are you
If
trying
it's
to sell
legit.
this as like a fashion item or is this like a legit protection, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
agree.
it can be both.
I mean, I don't really care about the way it looks, right? I just need it to work as it
Yeah, I know. I mean,
intended,
you
right?
don't, but some people do. So,
Yeah, I
So
want it
so
to
like
work
as much
and
as I
be
want
cute.
to,
yeah.
well, I mean like the 3M ones are like plain white, so I mean can't really go wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else have you guys been up to? Turns out we've all been playing Wordle.
Oh.
Oh.
I only played like those 2 days. I haven't resumed. Yeah.
Oh, I got spoiled for 2 days because I looked at Singap's. And
Yeah.
turns out
you get it first try now.
I know, that's what my friends say, but I'm like, no, that's like too like depraved to be like, haha, I got on the first try.
Well, what are you gonna do? Put in wrong answers on purpose?
That's what my friend did. Yeah, like, I pretend I didn't see it. Well, he's spoiled by himself by accident too. Yeah, no, I'll just skip out one today. It's fine. I've been playing too much anyway.
Too much, isn't it? Just once a day.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm really like hung up because I'm like, oh, I don't want to waste a guess. I'll like sit there for like 15 minutes, just like trying every word in my head before I commit.
I mean, that's how, right?
It's not a very good use of my time.
When I start, I'll be like, okay, try. Okay, oh shit, 3 chances left.
Yeah.
Now I take time to.
Yeah.
But it is a fun game.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a good way to test.
I wonder if it's monetized. Are there ads?
Actually, the guy said he will never monetize it.
Okay, that's cool.
But other people have been like creating clones and then putting it on app stores.
Oh, right.
And apparently, I mean, actually, I guess it's not a new concept because apparently there's a game that's quite similar that's been around for years.
Hangman.
Oh, Hangman.
Yeah. I mean, this is Hangman with extra clues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I thought it'd be cool if it was an app, you know. Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I think it's fine as a website. Like, I do it on my PC anyway.
Yeah, it's true. But I thought I didn't know it was like one a day, you know. I thought like you finish one and you go on to the next one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, someone could do that.
Yeah, so that's what I guess.
It's not as addictive when it's like random, you know. Because I played another variant called Absurdle. So like the idea is that like the computer hates you and it will keep switching out what the word is based on what you guess until it's cornered. And it's like, but you get infinite guesses. But it's not as fun because it's like, it's randomly generated.
Our favorite viewers here. Welcome,
Oh.
Edmund. Thanks for liking the stream. You're a bit late.
You missed the part where we talked about you.
Yeah, you missed the part we talked about you.
It's like, we're like the worst stream ever where we were like, you know, inducing viewers FOMO.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like so in Absurdle you just like can do it as many times as you want. So it's like there's something social about like Wordle where you are all playing to guess the same word so you can show off and it actually makes sense.
Yeah,
Whereas,
I guess that's the fun part too. Yeah.
Yeah. There's another variant called Letter Lol where you just have to guess one letter. It's like a parody of Wordle.
Singyu, do you remember the game Funster?
I remember the name. I forgot
I forgot what it was too. But like talking about Wordle just reminded me. And I tried googling it, and there's no more Funster already. We used to play an online word game called Funster, but I forgot how it went.
This one is like this Funster, but this is like brain exercises. I don't think it's this, right?
Yeah, no.
And then there was another game also called Wordle by another developer, but then he said he's gonna give proceeds to charity. I think it's super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it shot up because everyone thought that was the game, but it's actually a totally different game.
Edmund asks about what? Well, you have to watch the replay.
No, that's so like assholey.
No, we're talking about like what if you're missing out on something better out there? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
pretty
we
much
made
it.
judgmental comments about you. No.
No,
we
we didn't.
talked about the common human condition of like
Always
of
wanting
FOMO,
someone
right? It's
better.
essentially
Yeah.
another variation of FOMO.
It is FOMO. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is this Funster? Like you make letters, you make words using letters in a name.
I don't know. Did you link it?
I mean, according to the I went to the Facebook page,
Uh-huh.
and then in 2019, there's a post that says Funster still exists. You can still find it here. Yeah, I'll link it.
Funster, what's in the name? Choose a name and password.
Words.
Yeah, I think it's this one, right?
I think so. The UI looks familiar.
Yeah.
Wow. 1996 till now. Well, this person needs to update their copyright year.
Okay, let's check room A. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Are there still people?
There's like 2 people in this room I'm in now.
Oh.
Yeah, still available. But yeah, online text games, that used to be a thing.
Oh, freaky.
Mods.
The what's in the name? The name is Edmund Halley.
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
The universe.
I know. It's speaking to us through the word Edmund.
What mic are you planning to get, Sing It? You know?
There's the what's it called? Shure MV7.
Let me Google that.
I think I looked into that one.
Oh, okay.
Shure MV7.
Yeah, because in my search, I started looking at George's fancy old-timey Shure. So then I was looking at this like new-timey Shure and thinking,
Is it
but it doesn't have
USB
a
or do you
retro
need audio interface?
No, it supports XLR and USB.
Oh,
so
okay.
up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe then you don't need to get an additional audio interface.
Yeah, you should get it so then I can see whether you sound any better.
Oh, so that's the thing, right? I'm so worried I get it and then I don't sound any different.
Yeah.
Because like price wise, it's actually not that much more than my current mic.
Mm-hmm.
So my current mic is about like I think it was like 600.
Are you gonna resell your current
I'm looking at 1,000 ringgit.
Yeah, where are you looking at? I don't know. Music Bliss is like 800 something.
This is Music Bliss but Lazada page.
Oh,
no.
and you
This
mean
is
like
sorry,
the-
this is livemusic.com.my. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, the price difference isn't like so big where I feel like you probably might not notice such a big jump in quality.
Mm-hmm.
It was like buying like a $10 mic versus like a $500 mic, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you would expect like a lot more from the $500 one.
Sure.
But this one is like not that much more expensive, so like it makes me wonder like, oh, how much better can it be? And then like I don't know, I couldn't really find any reviews like versus my current mic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Really? You couldn't find it in that mic comparison page that I always land on?
Which one? Oh no, I mean,
Oh.
yeah, you can compare the specs, but then
Yeah.
what you really want to know is like how it sounds like, right?
I guess you just
Right.
search YouTube videos for it.
Yeah, no one's compared in YouTube?
No, I haven't found any.
Is
If
it a
you
new
find
mic?
let me know. No, the MV7 is not new. I think it was last year or last year, and now there's the MV7X. Yeah, but I mean, I don't really need the X. So
What does the X do?
X is always better.
so when I search for comparisons for my mic, they search for, because it's first of all it's a different
The
mic,
X is
right?
actually worse.
In what way?
Well, it's cheaper and it has
Cheaper is worse.
XLR.
Oh, right. Oh, maybe that's what the X is for. XLR only.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So yeah, so
And it only comes in
the
black.
MV7 is like a dynamic microphone.
Mm-hmm.
but the one I'm using is a condenser, right?
Yep.
So I guess there are not
You can
many
high and the low
people
notes.
usually like compare similar style, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I try to look for comparisons, like mine usually brings up like we call it the Blue Yeti and then the Rode Audio Technica. Yeah.
I mean,
So
I guess you just listen to sound samples from the SM7, and then you compare, like you record your own samples and you just hear the difference. So, I don't know. Yeah, but it's kind of hard to tell. There's a lot of processing and all that.
Yeah, and then like a lot of these people who
Sure.
do these reviews always have like acoustically treated rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they make any mic sound pretty decent, you know.
Yeah. No, I mean a lot of it you can do in software actually. Just not not directly in Discord.
Right.
You would have to use
exactly. This is the only time me and Singapore are ever actually on our microphone. Where it matters.
Yeah, so I was wondering, is there like a software I can like pass my microphone through and then
all the time
use it? And then like a sort of like a digital audio interface.
Yeah, you can. Like what's that, voice meter, and then I'm not sure if your mic has its own software. Like the Elgato mics actually have some good software for doing that. Then you can use external plugins too. Yeah. But there's software that allows you to do that.
Yeah. Then there was also the issue of like how often am I going to use this mic to make it worth upgrading to, you know? Yeah.
Well, every week for an hour.
Yeah. That's more than some people.
More than most people.
Yeah.
So every year I get like 52 hours out of use of it.
Correct. I mean, unless you start like, I don't know, either doing voice acting or singing, if you want to be like pro ZD.
Oh, right. I know. I mean, me and George are doing YouTube videos.
Yeah, you have to narrate your YouTube content.
Yeah, so I thought it'd be nice.
That's so good.
That'd be nice to have a good mic, you know.
Are you guys gonna do YouTube videos?
Yeah, like Tim and Eric.
Well, what does that mean?
Oh, you don't know the comedian duo?
Yeah, but I haven't really seen their stuff. Like, what is that?
It's just like Gen Z humor.
Oh, you mean like memes and things?
Yeah.
I feel old.
Stuff that you wonder why kids find funny, but you don't.
Find funny, yeah.
I would love to see it. That's like funny in itself already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I remember like singing ups like ASMR cooking videos are always so good.
Yeah, exactly. You should upload those, man. Not just share on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Like, just put them on YouTube, you know? People might, you might get start going somewhere with those.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I feel pressure to keep making them, you know?
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
Just put it as an archive, you know? In the future, somehow you apply for a job that requires some experience making videos. You can put, this is my work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
And there's some YouTube channels that have uploaded 2 videos ever, and I still subscribe to them in case they ever come back around.
Yeah. It's so sad. Sometimes I just go through the people I'm subscribed to and then see what have I missed out on. And then a lot of dead accounts. It's just sad.
Yeah.
And you wonder what happened to those people. One thing I noticed,
like Natalie Tran, who appears once a year, like a shooting star.
I don't know.
Maybe you don't want to miss that.
Who's that?
The community channel one.
Oh right, I don't know her name.
Oh yeah. Community channel, the Australian Vietnamese girl.
But some of them keep evolving though.
Yeah.
What's the name? I don't know if you guys remember, like, but a long time ago, she used to be called Wenji.
Sounds kind of familiar.
The name sounds familiar, yeah, but
I think she's based in Australia, and then like over the years, like I keep seeing her like come up with like she evolves her stuff, like like doesn't just keep doing the same thing. Let's see, if I'm not mistaken, she was the voice for she was the voice for what's the name, Powerpuff Girls, Bliss, yeah.
like
the TV
all
show.
time, all the time, or just
No,
recently?
let's see. In 2017, when she was the voice of Bliss in the Australian, New Zealand version of Powerpuff Girls.
Oh wow, I didn't know they had an Australian version.
And then I think like was it last year or last year, and then she started doing like getting more into singing. And she collaborated with some K-pop stars.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like so different from way back in the day when I would watch her videos every now and then. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of channels have to evolve, like mainly to keep up with the audience, and then
we need to evolve, guys.
Yeah, like I think the day me and George we watched that video, right, on what's it called, Epic Meal Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like there was
they didn't evolve. That's why
analysis of
died.
why the decline of Epic Meal Time.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it. Give me the TLDR. Why did they decline?
They couldn't, like, well, their staff weren't happy, like, because they were being underpaid and overworked, and then they didn't evolve their formula. When they did, it was like too late, and then they still reverted back to their old stuff in the end. And that kind of content like is easily replicatable, and a lot of people have been doing similar stuff, so they don't really stand out anymore compared to back then. Yeah.
I've only seen the one where they make a hamburger lasagna or whatever.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I remember we used to like watch all their videos back then, but
so
after a while,
we were part of the reason why they're so famous, because we kept talking about them.
Yeah. But after a while, I just stopped.
Because the video was saying that what helped them like make them so famous was like people, like kids in school, they watch it, and then they go to school and then they tell their friends about it. Oh, have you seen the latest episode?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this was before like all the major, before like social media became like really the way it is today, lah.
Yeah.
So it's like free word of mouth advertising for them.
Yeah, they were in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. Also, I see a lot of like YouTubers. They always like have these clickbaity videos like "I'm leaving" or "I'm done," and then you watch it, right?
Yeah,
it's like I'm just changing the direction of this channel.
Yeah.
But then they always cite like, oh, I'm not happy anymore making these kinds of videos, so I want to move on to do something new.
Right.
And the comments will always be like, oh, we'll always support you no matter what you do.
Oh.
But I thought there was like a trick, right? If it's like in all caps, then it's clickbait,
Is it?
But if it's like in small letters, then it's serious. I mean, it's not a hard rule, but I mean, that's what some people say,
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people experience burnout because they do something, it gets them famous. They think, oh, okay, I'll keep doing this. Then their popularity grows, so they keep feeding it, and then they get sick of doing it, and so they want to switch.
Yeah, so like my videos, I just do it for fun, like in the moment when I feel like it, I don't want to feel pressure into like, oh, when's the next video coming out?
Yeah.
Well,
like even when
when's the next video coming out?
Like even when I show some friends and then they're like, oh, so we're gonna cook next,
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I didn't say that.
I didn't say that either.
Yeah, when we're your nice friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
No pressure.
No pressure.
I mean, there's some channels like like Peaceful Cuisine or whatever, where I don't feel like, oh, what are they gonna do next? Like, I don't. There's some channels where I'm just like perfectly happy letting them post whenever, and I'll look at it whenever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Like when channels update too frequently, like even I don't have like time to watch them all the time, you know?
Mm.
Yeah. Especially when they make like super long videos, like half an hour. I'm like when I see a half an hour video, I have to like set aside time to like watch, you know?
Oh.
Well, it was like,
I don't know.
you know,
I'm the opposite though. I like the longer videos because I usually leave it running in the background.
Yeah, I don't do that.
And
yeah.
So like if it's longer, then I need to stop and then look for a new video to play.
I mean, I think that's fine when like I have food, like I'm eating and I can watch, right? But yeah, I can't leave it in the background if I'm doing anything else because my attention will be like split. I can't focus on like two things at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yesterday I was like doing something really boring, like changing all my addresses and whatever and all my accounts and stuff. And so I fell into a YouTube hole of watching Marvel movies in minutes.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a less than 10-minute recap of all the Marvel
movies.
Those
are the best, yeah.
Yeah, they're actually really good. And I'm like, oh, Marvel movies should be less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all I need. And then when they get too long, I lose the thread of the plot.
I mean, I used those movie recaps to watch a lot of like horror films that I'll never watch. Yeah.
Oh, right. Usually I just go to the wiki and read the...
Because at least the recap is more interesting than just reading a wiki. And like they talk over the audio. So they explain what's happening and also you don't get scared.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there are just certain like Marvel movies, such as Captain Marvel and like the Wonder Woman, the second one, where it's like the plots are so terrible that I don't want to sit through it.
Yeah.
And people all comment in the YouTube comments, it's like, this version's so much better. Like, why are they always the female-led ones? That have the terrible plot.
Yeah. I don't know. You think like the makers of the film like spend less time writing better stories for like the female-led ones?
Or like in order to be seen as more inclusive, like they lower the expectations and quality.
That's the thing. I mean, like,
I don't know.
Can't you be inclusive and have good quality writing? I don't think.
I mean, like when you're actively trying to make sure that you're creating an inclusive movie, then it starts becoming your focus, right? You're like, oh, am I criticizing this because I'm secretly sexist? You know?
Yeah, I know. It's like there's so much social commentary.
Am I being extra nice to this person because like they are minority? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the good writers want to do the more flashy ones like Spider-Man, and they're like, oh, I want to write for Captain Marvel.
Yeah, no idea. Or maybe the IPs aren't that popular enough.
Really?
Anyway.
I don't know. I like her as Captain Marvel though.
Has she done anything else?
I feel like she has no career except for Captain Marvel.
I have no idea, genuinely.
I don't know what she did before.
She's known for stalking Taylor Swift on social media and Taylor Swift ignoring her.
Oh.
It's really weird. It's like she has all these like really weird like wanna be famous and star chasing behaviors that turn a lot of people off.
Oh, well, she's a star.
She also has
no
a
idea.
YouTube channel.
Okay, she's
also trying to be a YouTube star.
She was in Scott Pilgrim.
Yes, she was hot there.
21 Jump Street.
United States of Terror is where she was kind of debuting.
And then Kong Skull Island. I'm just reading out the ones that I've actually watched.
And
then to be honest, I don't remember her in like.
I don't remember her. So unremarkable.
You don't remember her in Scott Pilgrim?
No.
I didn't remember.
Well,
obviously Scott Pilgrim.
Was kind of like a metric song.
And then is it Elizabeth Winstead?
Yeah, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I remember her.
Yeah, so I didn't remember those two.
And Cho Knives.
She's a good singer.
Who?
I mean,
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
Oh, I didn't even know she sang.
Yeah, she sings like a professional singer as well.
Oh,
But I think
cool.
like, yeah, but now that I feel like it's kind of unfortunate because I feel like personally from watching the recap, I don't find Captain Marvel to be a very likable character. So, and I feel like if you play a character who's not that likable, in a way, like you're typecasted.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Oh, and then I also watched the recap of TV shows too, like WandaVision and The Mandalorian.
Oh no, but those you need to watch.
So many
Like WandaVision
episodes.
is really good. I think that was like the best TV series from Marvel, and then it all kind of went downhill from there.
Oh. Oh, but there's this new one. I think maybe it's DC, not Marvel. The Doom Patrol.
Oh, that's DC.
Yeah, that one looks pretty good. Did you guys watch it?
No.
It's got Brandon Fraser in it.
Oh
And
right,
the
you see
idea
the robot,
it's like a whole
the
bunch of
robot
yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
He's like
those characters appeared in the other DC series,
What up, Eric?
Titans,
Thanks for tuning in.
and then later on, like they spun it off to become its own series.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for liking the stream.
I think it's the idea is that like they are like kind of like PTSD, you know? Like they have superpowers, but they're kind of traumatized from the whole experience. And then, you know, they just don't really want to do superhero stuff either, but they're kind of forced into it. And they have like really like, you know,
that sounds
monkey's
interesting.
paw kind of superhero abilities. Like the really hot lady turns into a blob. Like, you know, that kind of thing.
Eric mentioned Boba Fett.
Yeah, the book.
I heard really bad reviews on that one. I enjoy reading the bad reviews of Boba Fett for more than actually even bothering to watch a summary of it.
Oh,
yeah,
I really like it too.
Really, really sucks.
Oh, really? I don't know. I guess maybe if you are like a
It has poor taste.
Yeah, I mean, I watch movies for my own enjoyment. I don't really care if people like what I like.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's because The Mandalorian set a really high bar. It might have been perfectly enjoyable.
I feel like if you are a fan, if you are like a really diehard Star Wars fan, then you really probably, because there's so much lore for like all these characters really, and then now people are like trying to bring it to life in like TV series.
Yeah.
So obviously like it's never gonna align with what you had in your head, you know. So I've been reading, what do you call it? The Wheel of Time, right? The books.
Okay.
And then recently Amazon launched the TV series too.
Yeah.
So when I first watched like the first few episodes, I'm like, man, this is terrible, you know? It's like nothing like the books. It's like it felt so cheap, you know?
Okay.
Even though like I think Amazon's supposed to spend like millions per episode or something like that. And then I started reading I took a break from the books for a while. And then I also took a break from the series. Then I decided to watch the series again because I was bored, right? And then with the books like kind of out of my mind, then I started watching the series again. I actually found it pretty good. Like it was pretty enjoyable after that.
Yeah.
You know? Because I was watching it for the series itself, like the story the series is trying to tell. And as opposed to like, oh, this is not following the book, you know?
Yeah.
It's like out of order, you know. For me it's like, oh, just enjoying it as it is. And then I found it a lot more entertaining.
Yeah.
You think if I go back and rewatch Da Vinci Code now, I would like the film?
No.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes bad shows are just bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you know, you write something and then you take a break from it and then you reread it with fresh eyes and like you feel a lot different about it, you know. Yeah. So I mean, if it's bad, even after like taking a break from it, then it's probably bad.
Yeah, I have friends who like, you know, are hardcore sci-fi people who've been watching the show and talk about it on Discord and stuff, and they said, yeah, you enjoy it, the show, you've never read the book. But if you've read the book, then you get hung up on the details, then how they don't match. So I'm like, okay, great. I've never read the book. I might get to TV show sometime.
I think that was the issue, right? People had with Game of Thrones also.
No, that's not a good comparison. Game of Thrones is problematic, even if you've never read the book.
Oh, you think so? I thought it was okay.
Disappointed. Let's continue with disappointment. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, so Singip and I watched the finale of Dexter. Spoiler alert.
Right. It's okay. Nobody watches Dexter. Yeah. But yeah.
What? No, actually, yeah. I think by now, like, you know, like, I thought the ending was good because the ending is like in the end, the son shoots the dad, and then you kind of like reveal, like the reveal in the end, which is like, you know, Dexter is sort of like a narcissist who's kind of problematic and not the hero that we imagine him to be because he breaks all his rules about not killing not bad people.
Yeah, actually, like what his son said to him in like those last few minutes of the show.
Yeah,
like Sunny gave us a lot of clarity, you know, of the
character. Yeah, it's almost like I got woken up from a spell too of like, oh yeah, wait a minute, there's all these innocent people he killed that I totally just forgot about. So I think it's well done, like given what they had to work with. There are some major plot holes, but I think it's just hard to write. Well, there was like a variation that people were saying, like they should have Angel kill him instead. And I was like, oh yeah, that probably would have been a little better. Yeah. But I think they wanted the poetic justice of the son killing the Dexter because it lends itself better to a, you know, better second series with starring Harrison or something.
Oh, right. But they haven't confirmed anything yet though.
No, I guess they trying to read the room and see whether we hated it so much.
What do you think about like people who change their decisions based on public opinion, like content creators, like directors, and
I mean, it's like kind of asking someone for their feedback, and then based on what they say, then you make the changes, right? Except now you have a much bigger pool of people to.
Well, like, what if you had like an original vision, and then like you know that if you proceed with it, like fans will be unhappy.
Because I guess you don't know until you actually do it, right?
Well, I mean, let's say you have like part 1 to 3 written already, so 1 and 2 came out, and then people are speculating what happens in part 3. Or they weren't happy with what happened in part 2. But you already know what you want to do. Like, would you pander to the audience?
Oh, I'm in this exact dilemma with my Twitter account.
Oh. Do share.
Where things that I want to write and the things that get engagement are not necessarily the same thing.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's like I'm actually going to write about it in my upcoming newsletter that's due today. Because like, yeah, I can find myself already I'm like trying to meet what I think popular opinion is instead of doing what I set out to do. You know, and it's always like this, like because Twitter rewards you, like the slot machine rewards you for writing little things and like fluffy things. Then like what do? You know, like you don't get the dopamine high from creating something that only you like and like no one else enjoys, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like it's now like become like I feel like the long game is like how much can you resist the short-term slot machine?
Can you write like both kinds of tweets?
It's just that the ones I want to write are so much harder to write that it's already hard. And then like I get the double negative of like, oh, and also people like the other stuff more. And I'm like, ah. Oh.
Do you have metrics like
because I wrote
people unfollowing you after you post a tweet and stuff like that?
I can. Well, the sad thing is I have so few followers. I get very few unfollows. So it's not like so much a negative, it's the positive. Like I can see likes, right, pretty immediately. So then I'm like, oh man, I spent like hours working on this tweet thread, got very few likes, and then like I wrote this one thing that makes me want to barf on myself, and it got like 9 likes. I'm like, what? Yeah, and I think that the breaking point was I wrote a tweet. You can guess which one. follow at Kristen Tweets to guess which one I want to barf about. And like I wrote it, I linked it to like Yuhang and Lewis, and then like Yuhang sent me a bunch of barf emojis. Like, yeah, I think I should stop because I was trying to match this format that people use that usually get likes, which is like the credentials sharing one, and be like, I am blah blah blah. I used to think blah blah blah, but now I know blah blah blah. Like that format. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I wanted to cut myself after writing that one. And it's also super awkward for me to criticize myself because I'm saying that I feel like barfing, but then like I'm almost afraid to write this in my newsletter because of course all my Twitter friends, a lot of them write the same format, and it's gonna be taken as me criticizing other people. And it's like,
I mean, you can
so I'm
say
trying
it like,
to figure out
it's
a
not
way to
for
say
me.
it.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
Toilet humor still works, huh?
Yeah, so their toilet humor still works. Actually, but that one I'm very proud of. That's actually not the problem. In fact, that's a breakout one because I actually like I wrote it almost as on a whim, and that one took off. So I think that's the other like thing. It's like the harder you try, the less likely it will take off as well.
Lesson
but if you
is
don't try,
don't be a tryhard.
I know. I'm taking a whole course on that. Don't be a tryhard. We can talk about separately.
I posted a tweet the other day.
You know what? I didn't even see it because like the way our Twitter algorithm works is like really problematic now, where the things I want to see I've buried. So if you want me to see a tweet, you gotta link it directly to me.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't know. Twitter's so messy for me. I don't even know how to navigate it.
Yeah, you have to use
like first
tools.
like you see posts like suggested posts.
Mm-hmm.
Then you see people who retweet stuff, and then because like it shows the profile of the person tweet, right? As opposed to like the person who retweeted it. So you're like, huh? I don't remember following this. You know?
No, and you see the text on top there. Someone retweeted.
But I mean, I guess if you use Twitter long enough, then you know lah. But I use it like once in a while, so. And then you get all these sponsored posts and like ads, right? And like it's like all like merged together. I'm like, I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at, you know. Like if I follow like someone like Neil Gaiman, I want to read his thoughts, you know.
Yeah.
I want to see what he thinks. I don't want to see him retweeting something, you know. Yeah. So that's why I don't really use Twitter. It's not for me.
Yeah. So like the trick is to use the list function.
Okay.
So don't really use the follow, like, because then you just get a mess of everyone you follow, right? But if you use lists, then you can better separate it out and stuff. So I need to do that, like, but I already use a third-party tool, so I can even make lists from that third-party tool. But what I deleted Twitter off my phone since yesterday because I realized I was getting sucked in a negative way. And I'm like, dude, I'm not even meeting my original goals anymore. I'm just like on Twitter, you know, and being annoyed at like certain things. So, oh, that's a really good tweet, George. Are you showing it on the screen? Because I think you should.
Oh well, Edmund has already seen it. He liked it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna like it. In fact, I'm gonna retweet it.
It's the peer pressure tweet. I thought about it when I was out with some ex-colleagues on the weekend, and then went to the toilet when we were leaving the place. So I had already gone like maybe like half an hour before. So and then my ex-colleague went to the toilet, and then I had the urge to go to the toilet too. And I was like, peer pressure. Wait, there's PEE in peer. Yeah.
Yes, this is what Twitter is for. Good puns. Yeah, but I realized that a lot of my feed, like, it's getting into like weird self-referential Twitter territory where like a lot of tweets that get promoted to me or like are just more likely to appear are the ones where people talk about, and here's how I got more followers, and I'm like, oh, like I don't want to get sucked into that. So yeah, it's like playing with a snake. That's what Twitter feels like.
Well, we've hit the hour mark, so guess we can do our sponsor shout out. Evening Drama is brought to you by Flow State Coffee. Coffee with L-theanine and raw cacao for creativity and productivity. Use the code newwave.co/eveningdrama for 10% off your order, and 2 bags gets you free shipping globally.
Yeah, and now he has Keurig cups.
Oh,
So if you don't want to brew it, you can also get Keurig cup version.
K-cups.
Which I don't think is as popular in Malaysia. Do you guys have Keurig machines?
I don't think so.
This is actually so not helpful.
In Malaysia, it's mostly Nespresso.
Nespresso, right? Yeah, of course. Nestle.
I think they would have
Nestle.
third-party machines too, right?
They have that. What was it called? Nestle Dolce. They have their own machines too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And the next sponsor is Honey Ritual. Drink Honey Ritual tea for self-care. Stress relief has never been tastier.
You can also get it off Amazon.
Yeah. And use the code honeyritual.com/discount/eveningdrama for 10% off your order. Be kind to your body plus mind. And mind. Yeah.
Thanks for the sponsor shoutouts. Though today I'm drinking Starbucks cold brew because I woke up too late. I didn't have time to make coffee.
That's cool. I had Starbucks earlier this evening. No.
The nitro?
We do, but not in a can.
Not in can, yeah.
I
don't know if it's the same.
Oh.
Yeah.
They have like a low nitrogen cartridge in it.
Oh, that's cool. The ones we have here are like poured from a tap.
Oh.
Porn.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's on the right.
POURN.
Yeah, it's unsweetened, but it tastes like naturally a little sweet because of the nitrogen, and that's why I love it so much. Zero calorie win.
Yay! 0 calorie drinks are the best.
Yes.
Like water.
I was watching a YouTube on like the origins of seltzer water in Germany by Andong. And then I started craving the like sparkling water, so I totally got delivery of just that. And then the poor girl, it was like some Asian girl who got like, who's delivering my water, and then like now I live in this like place that requires a lot of walking. So then she was like, "Oh, I came to your door, but I didn't even bring all your delivery because it's so heavy." So
oh dear!
I ran with her to her car, and then brought it back. To be honest, it's not that heavy, but she's kind of like a normal Asian girl.
She doesn't work out like you.
I know, like not the like uselessly, ridiculously strong Asian girl that I am. But I also think if you're gonna do delivery, I think you should invest in a cart. Like a
That's
little
true.
hand cart. Or else you're just gonna have a sad life.
Yeah, what if she had to like move a TV, right?
Yes, I tipped her. Like I pre-tip. Like in the app, I always pre-tip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you tip in restaurants?
Oh yeah, that's actually something you brought up, right? Yeah, like I always tip in restaurants, even for takeout. Now I also do 15% because I think it's just really hard for restaurants to operate, and it's like, come on, I'm like such a lazy bum. I think I should at least tip, but there's no service charge. You see, unlike Malaysia, where you mandatorily have to pay even though the service is shitty. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Well, I'm usually against the tipping system, and I go to Malaysia and get mad. No, everywhere. But then when I go to Japan, I'm like, oh yeah, I know it's tipping system. Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
But then
it just
but then
depends
they
on
work so
the
hard though in
service.
Japan.
I
Like their
know, but
service is like
then they're
so
so
over the top.
good.
Then you feel like, oh, I should tip them, but then like it's
Yeah.
against the rules.
Yeah, and then they feel insulted. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, we're just weeaboos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I guess we'll end it now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for another episode, guys. Thank you for
Yeah,
tuning
and
in,
Edmund, you gotta
Edmund
watch
and
the
Eric.
beginning.
All the E's are here.
Yeah,
Need more
the
E
E gang.
people named starting with E
Mhm.
to tune in. All right. Yeah, we call it a night. See you all next week. Same time.
Because we're
same place.
evening drama.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
See ya.
Bye,
Alright,
world.
bye.
Bye bye.